USB cables often get tangled, bent and deformed. The PVC remembers its kind of tangled state, and even if you try and straighten the thing out, when you release it, it just goes back to that state. But there is a way of relaxing all the molecules in the PVC coating and getting it to straighten out again. And you can do that in just a few seconds. So let's have a look at how we do that. So all we're going to need for this is a kettle, a bowl, a spoon and a dry cloth. So first thing you need to do is just boil the water. Once the water's boiled, just pour the water into a bowl. Make sure the bowl's deep enough with enough water that you can submerge the cable. That's going to depend on how long that cable is. Now what you want to do is wait for that water to cool down. It needs to be around about 60 to 80 degrees. You don't want any hotter than that, otherwise you'll melt your cable. Okay, so once the water's cooled down to about 60 to 80 degrees centigrade, take the cable, and the first thing you want to do is grab the two ends. These do not go in the water. You don't want them anywhere near the water. Then get the cable and then gently lower that into the water, and this is where the spoon comes in. You just push the cable down so it's all under the water, keeping the two connection ends sufficiently above the water. You don't want those wet. And then what you're going to do is you're going to wait 2 to 3 minutes just to let the heat soak into the PVC and let those molecules relax, so that we can then move on to the next stage. Okay, so that's been a couple of minutes. So if we just move that to one side and take the cable out, and then we want to grab our dry cloth and then just pull and wipe the cable dry, pulling it as we go, and then just do that a few times and then let it relax and pull it through its entire length. And there we go. Once it's cooled down, we've got a perfectly straight cable. All the molecules have now cooled down and they've now found a nice new position, keeping the cable perfectly straight. Hope you found that helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing and maybe even hitting that notification bell so we see each other in the next video. Take care, everybody.